Yo, 10 shots, 6 blunts blowing through the session. Dragging on a split, free and dragging on a cliff. A MC in the booth, an assassin on the roof. I'm just waiting to shoot. Nigga, hurry up and die. Greatest truck of spares, you would think you had drama with it.
What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Dandada, a.k.a. Don't Worry About It. I'm here with my brother, none other than the man who's not from Houston, that knows nothing except for wearing everything Houston. Jorge Martinez, please introduce yourself.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, your quintessential Puerto Rican muffin, Jorge. Right now, I'm a little somber because around 2 in the morning last night, Carlos Correa decided to sign with Minnesota Twins for the money. Basically, that's what it was. 3 years, $105 million, basically $35 million a year with an opt after 2022, out after 2023, which means if he blows up next year or this season, he opts out, signs a 10-year $1 million from somebody else. If he sucks, he stays with the Twins for another year and gets another $35 million for that year. So, yeah, that right there, just that right there, folks, is just about the money. But hey, it is what it is, man. Whatever.
What? Hold on. If you're gonna talk sports real quick, let me give Von Miller the proper respect to say, welcome to Bills Mafia. We signed the biggest defensive end on the market. We were one thing short of getting to a Super Bowl, and that's an elite pass rusher, and we got him. Super excited. The Bills look they look like a serious team. But we're not a sports podcast for some reason, even though my brother here is a big baseball guy, loves football, loves basketball. I'm a big basketball, football guy. We could be doing these two, but we don't have enough time in the day. What I will say is we had a throwaway show. Let's be honest, it was a throwaway show. I'm just keeping it real. And this time I'm going to start with El Jefe first because, unfortunately, we did one of these and Skype messed it up. So I'm going to start with all the El Jefe and Richard Holiday stuff first.
Don't blame Skype for your inability to hit record.
I hit record. So listen, Richard Holiday starts off. There's a limo outside. Nobody knows who's in it. And it felt very N.W.A-ish for a little bit. I was like, is this going to be the Bomaye Fight Club thing that, they kind of teased because it would have made sense? And we get Richard Holiday and he's like, yo, we're going to have the hottest scene ever. Like, they're going to smash out in the limo. And I'm like, what is Holiday and the two doing right now? And, he starts kissing on her neck. He's feeling the vibe. Poor guy, whoever's recording it, is I don't want to use the word, but he's just sitting there watching. And it gets shut off because they get a message that something big is about to happen, where we find out that if, in a very calm, El Jefe's like, hey, man, we're worried about Hammerstone. We're calling him. Then he's like, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't show up, we're going to vacate the title. And El Jefe's a wild one, my brother, please. But what did you take on this crazy shit?
Man, I love the beginning, how Holiday was at the Bill O'Grady show there from North Carolina. He went to the spot where there was some blood from Hammerstone. He did a crazy-ass promo from there, man. From there, it's just like, went to the limo. I went and got me a cup of water because the zine was too much for me. My glasses got fucked up there for a second. And, Cesar Chavez, Jesus. Cesar Duran. Yeah, Chavez, good Lord. I just think about baseball right now. Good. Cesar Duran, man, with his acting ability, showing the concern, and then just twisting it up there and just going full heel mode. Like, yeah, if you don't show up next week, we're stripping you the title. Yeah, he sounded like Skeletor there for a second, the way he started smiling there towards the end. So this is going to be interesting what's going to happen next week to see Hammerstone don't show up. Where does this lead? Right now, we're already in the middle of March. We got 2 more weeks. They'll be in Dallas. So I'm still hoping that there'll be a Hammerstone versus Holiday main event there at the Dallas show on the 31st. Because I'll be there front row cheering my ass off for both of them. So now, I'm hoping that leads to that. So
now, before we even go into the next thing, we don't know the main event for Azteca Underground yet, so we don't know because next week could possibly be a lead up to that. You know, like Holiday start to really look like an El Jefe guy. They have a very good communication. Yeah. They talk a lot. They obviously directly talk to each other. And Holiday has said it's always been me. So it's been a weird transition, and you might either get it on Azteca Underground when you're there, or you might get it for MLW when you're there because you're doing 2 shows. So you know, hopefully you get one of them because I think it's going to be fire. But you're also getting the Lucha Lunch, which is going to be dope, and you're also getting to sit at Cesar Duran's office, take the picture.
Yeah, you get to go around the office, you know, check it out, take a picture on the desk with 2 of the minions. You know, I think I should even talk to Cesar Duran also. He also got the little Micro Man or whatever. I keep forgetting. It's the Mini Micro, whatever his stupid name is. Micro Man. Yeah, Micro Man. You get to meet him too. So, you know, it's going to be an exciting thing, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to this. So I'm excited.
Now, so I know you've done a lot of like the Impact stuff.
Yes.
Was any of it interactive like that? No, right? Like none of it was really.
No. This will be the first one. This is the first one that I'll be going to MLW. That's actually that interaction.
No,
I know.
I'm saying with Impact Wrestling because I know you did. I think one was bowling, right, or bingo.
Yeah, with Impact Wrestling, they do a lot of VIP stuff. So when you do VIP, they do a lot of interaction stuff before and after the shows.
Yeah.
So I know MLW, if you buy the first row tickets, they'll let you in like half hour earlier before the crowds come in. That way you have a little more one-on-one with the whoever's out there signing, you know, and stuff like that. So, but this will be the first one that they actually doing something like this behind the scenes. You know, we're bringing people out. So the first and second rows get the luncheon and stuff like that. And then if you buy the extra ticket for Cesar Duran, there's a ticket for Micro Man. You get to do all the things differently. So
now
I got both of those.
You were saying something about Micro Man's car.
Yeah, I read that they're supposed to be building some kind of vehicle for him. So that'd be kind of interesting if they come out with like a Batmobile or a Micro Man mobile or something that actually works that he could, you know, sit there and drive to the ring or something, you know, like because it takes him like 20 minutes to get to the ring nowadays. So, you know, at least this way he'll be able to drive to the ring faster, you know, and get it up there. So it's going to be interesting, bro.
Listen, there's not a lot of wrestlers that I remember using vehicles. Eddie Guerrero, obviously, with the lowrider, is one that comes off. God bless his soul, rest in peace. Him, I think. She has green hair. She came out with a tank, right?
Yeah. She got Chelsea Blackheart with the green army tank.
Yeah, and then the one I remember because I seen it up close a lot of times was the Boozer Cruiser, which James Storm had. So
James Storms.
There's a few people that had vehicles that came out. If this guy has like a Batmobile / micro, whatever it's going to be called, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm not gonna say I'm a fanboy for it, but I'm gonna promote the shit out of that little car.
Well, I know if I could ride it, I'm gonna sit my idea and go around one time around the crash into something real quick. I'll probably break it when my fat ass get in there. Boom! Oh, I'm stuck.
Bro, you're 6 foot tall, right?
I'm 6 feet. I'll be like the Flintstones, pick it up and turn around and with my feet and run.
Holy shit, that's hilarious. So listen, to transition into the show, we have Miranda Gordy, and we previously talked about this, and I really enjoyed the fact that she walked over, grabbed the Von Erich can and ripped it, and it showed that hate in the blood from the Gordys to the Von Erichs is still a thing in 2022 because it was the first thing that she did, and it was the first thing that will stay in my mind with Miranda Gordy was, oh shit, she ripped the freaking Von Erich can, like, you know, just, oh well, you know, sucks for you. Has a great match against Roxy, but I know you're going to touch on it, and I want you to touch on it because I'm going to skip it, and I know you're going to talk over it, so it'll be perfect. But she did say, and we're going to talk about this a little while after this. We'll do a second show. We all know this, but whatever. She says when they were asking her, you know, Miranda Gordy, welcome to the featherweights, which I fell in love with that because meaning to me that meant she's part of the featherweights because you welcomed her. You wouldn't have said that if she was a one-off. And she said, I'm not these Barbies. You can call it the featherweight. I'm calling it the powerweight. And I didn't know her promo or how she talks, and she felt very comfortable talking like I'm ahead of everybody, and she already has that heel thing, so I'm already enjoying Miranda Gordy. But please, everything that I missed, please let them know.
Yeah, man, you know, Dallas, Texas, hates Houston, Texas. She's from Dallas. Roxy was from Houston. You already saw that little, you know, animosity between both of them. We already know Miranda Gordy is the daughter of Fabulous Freebird Terry Bam Bam Gordy. We know the incident from back in the 80s. Ric Flair against one of the Von Erichs. Michael Hayes is the referee. Something happened. Bam Bam slams the door shut on Kevin's face. And for the next 5 years, the biggest feud in wrestling history began. And like you said, to this day, 2022, you still see the bitterness. Like even if you see a Von Erich name anywhere pop up, and Freebird's gonna tear the damn thing down. So, and she came out to Leonard Skinner, Freebird. So that right there, boy, that was just nostalgic. I just saw her with the face paint on, and I was like, wow, man, this is just brought memories back from when I was a teenager in high school. So I'm looking forward. I'm hoping that she's there for that week, for those days, because I would love to, you know, talk to her and you know, pick her brain how she got into the wrestling business, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm happy that she's going to be part of the featherweight, or in this case, the muscleweight.
So now here's my thing, and I know the only technical Von Erich, and we've talked about this, is the absolute stunning Lacey Von Erich. But now, hear me out. She might not be the best wrestler, you know, out there. But for people like you who love that feud, for people like you who understand the Freebirds, the Von Erichs, the Flairs, I think it'll be such a dope thing, especially if they did it in Dallas or Houston, and one of those things. If you did have Lacey Von Erich, even you're going to have Miranda Gordy squash, but to have that feud carried to MLW, I think that'd be straight fire.
Yes, I mean even like you know, little confrontation, you know, just to kind of spark it up, especially when you're down there in Texas, man, spark it up. But yeah, unfortunately, the Von Erich wrestling gene skipped a generation over Lacey. I mean, without a doubt, she's the hottest Von Erich by far. Period. I mean, she has a business sense. You know, she's a great mom. She's gorgeous. You know, she got a degree and everything. You know, we saw when she wrestled for in TNA back in the day, so she knows the business. You know, as WWE Fury, she's part of that. But unfortunately, the wrestling gene just, you know, just say sorry, boo. We gave you the looks and the brain. We cannot give you the wrestling skills to. You know, we got it. 2 out of 3 and bad. 2 out of 3 and bad.
You know, and even if they did something like where you had a tag team go against the Von Erichs and they were using Miranda Gordy to come out with them, she could kind of assault.
Yes.
You know, yes. She can assault her over there and distract her and do something like that where you say, oh, the family bloodline thing is still going. I'm all for Miranda Gordy. Unfortunately, like we were talking about this before, is the 2 matches out of this card, which were both great matches. We didn't know the outcome, but we knew that Roxy signed with NXT or WWE, whatever it's considered, and Buddy Mathews, like forever ago, signed with AEW. So you kind of, and I know you'll touch on that because you bring something up I didn't know. I was like, okay, you know, that's cool. We had a dope promo from Slice Boogie, from Julius Smokes, and I'm gonna tell you, Julius Smokes' energy is unmatchable. That guy's energy is nuts. Half the time he's talking, I understand half the slang shit he's talking about because he's from Harlem. I'm from Queens. I understand a lot of it. But he be talking so fast and wild that half the stuff is like, okay, cool, dog, do what you do. But I enjoyed it.
Yo, the subtitles in my TV can't even pick up half of the stuff he's saying. So it's always a lot of words and then a lot of like question marks and words and exclamation points and question marks because it won't pick up what he's saying. But yeah, another fire promo from Julius Smokes, the spokesperson for 5150. You know, when he talks, you listen because he's telling you what's going to happen, the beatdown that's going to come. You know, I'm still kind of weird about how they went and beat up N.W.A. So, you know, there's some things that you don't want to do, and you don't want to poke a bear or a giant. So I'm pretty sure they poked them, and we'll see what happens. Nothing happened this week, but we're gonna see what happens in the next 2 weeks. You know,
that's the thing that now you look at the group and you go, okay, Slice Boogie's a big guy. He'll match up strength-wise, and I mean, let's not act like EJ's a small dude. EJ's bigger than Slice.
No,
but Slice is a big too. Like EJ's just a monster. So you're saying, wow, I doubt that EJ is going to try to combat these guys where you technically have Slice, Danny, Julius Smokes, and Homicide. Because we did see Homicide when they were trying to take out David Richards, allegedly. And you're like, EJ has to come with something. And who does he bring? Most of the guys on the roster are not small. So you're like,
yeah, he
brings another big dude. They got a fight to handle, but this is what they want. They want that smoke. You know what I mean? Like, where smoke is, there's fire. So I hope you gentlemen are ready. You know, we bang out with 5150. Those are our guys. We love them to death. We love EJ as well. But main event, you have TJP. And salute TJP. And I have to say this because TJP is calling people out on Twitter that he wants them with this open door. He wants them all. And I like that. I dig that. I respect that. He also has his, what's it called? The Mamba drop or something like that, where he does like it's like the Mamba something.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I was like, I know he's a Laker fan. He's obviously a Kobe guy. I dig the name into it. He's a typical heel. He got that douchebag kind of vibe to him.
Yeah, vibe, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the douche vibe.
And out of nowhere, Buddy Mathews comes out, and you're like, oh, shit. Like, here we go. These guys do what they do. Now, I want you to say it the way you said it last time because you were talking about no live pay-per-views and things like that. And I'm going to stop and I'm going to shut my mouth so you can explain that of what the last few weeks we've been getting.
Well, you know, the whole thing that we had spoke about yesterday was like for MLW coming back from, you know, COVID break, a lot of the companies came back. A lot of the other companies have been holding pay-per-views or pay-per-views on things here. So they're still doing that. MLW hasn't done that yet, but they're giving you pay-per-view main events on your show, which offsets not having a pay-per-view every 3-4 months. You know, they gave it to us last week with the super fight, David Richards, Hammerstone, 15-20 minute brawl. And again, was another wonderful, you know, scientific, you know, brawl for all, picking your body and destroy one body part main event that lasted close to 20 minutes. Yeah. So for not having those pay-per-views, you know, every 3 to 4 months, they're giving you one match per week to offset that. And, you know, you kind of go like, you know, I see it. You know, hopefully this year they'll have a pay-per-view somewhere this year. But for now, you know, we got to enjoy what they're giving us. And I enjoyed the match. You know, unfortunately, we already knew Buddy Mathews was signed with AEW because he's already been there for going on a month. So I wasn't sure how this was going to happen, but, you know, TJP won. I wasn't expecting him to win, to be honest with you, especially not tapping Buddy Mathews out. But, you know, he picked a body part and he kept working on it, and he surprised us. I was like, oh, shit, all right. Okay, I'll see you, TJP, though, you douche. So, yeah.
You know what? So I'm excited because next week we're going to see what happens with Hammerstone. Because like you said, we seen the promo earlier where he left the blood on the floor and everything. And so you're like, Hammerstone's not 100%. What do we even get from that? What is going to happen? We also don't know when does EJ strike back, because like we said, EJ's not a bird. He's definitely going to get his revenge or try to. So there's a lot of things in motion. You also have Richard Holiday in the two, where you don't know what they're going to do next. And you have El Jefe, who seems to be doing everything he wants. So now there was also news, and you know what? You're going to have to wait for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, what happened?
Let's not forget, they got the main event next week is the Stairway to Hell match between Maz Kruger and Jacob Fatu. So that's going to be a good ass match.
And it goes back to what you were saying with we're getting pay-per-view quality main events.
Yes.
Now, we've seen Ikuro Kwon, and this is how we'll transition out of here. We've seen Ikuro Kwon get involved in the fight when the breakup originally happened because they were doing whatever. Then we seen Ikuro Kwon super kick Mads Kruger where Fatu gets the pin. Do we see Ikuro Kwon cost Jacob Fatu this match? Like, he seems to be always in the mix and going against Fatu. First off, I don't know what Fatu did. Like, they seem like, to me, it just looked like they lost. They got pissed off and everybody was fighting. But Kwon is targeting Fatu. So I'm not sure. I mean, but didn't Jacob Fatu launch Ikuro Kwon into the crowd?
Yeah. Yeah, Mads Kruger did that. So.
Oh, Kruger.
Kruger threw him off, trying to get on top of Fatu out there. But hey, we'll see what happens next week, man. I'm pretty sure he'll try to get in kick somewhere in there next week. So.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. Deuces. All right. I don't know if you've seen the news, but they're going to go overseas soon.
Yeah, I was reading that.
All right. So we'll talk that. I'll drop that on Monday, and then we'll talk the female one, and we'll drop that on Wednesday. So we have two little things. All right. What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Dandada back for Monday's show because obviously we've been dropping 3 on you a week. We're going to continue that. This is the Monday. I don't know what day or time it is on Saturday, but it does not matter. My brother, please give your introduction for the ladies and gentlemen at home.
What's going on, everybody? It's your quintessential Puerto Rican muffin Jorge, and we're back at it, like Jeff said. Another show on Saturday that's going to drop on Monday. And Jeff, what the hell are we talking about this time?
Oh, man. So we got the news where they already had partnership deals to work outside of the U.S. with AAA. I think it's what's that Japan one? All Japan Pro Wrestling.
All Japan Pro Wrestling. Yep.
And it said it was one in
N.W.A.
I think that I can't remember, but
N.W.A. Wrestling.
And they were saying something about the UK, and they said because of COVID, we couldn't take that leap and do those shows, and we're going to go back to that. So I'm thinking, whoa, like MLW in Japan is going to look crazy, or in AAA, but we've already seen Azteca Underground kind of do the show out there. So you got a dope feel for that. But I'm excited because a lot of shows have not left the States. I don't think any of the WWE, well, I think WWE to Saudi Arabia, but that's different. But Impact and N.W.A. and AEW have kind of stayed local to where they do their stuff. Salute to Impact. They were just in Philly last night, and they had a great crowd. Yep. So with them traveling, what is your expectations of maybe seeing, more talent from other companies?
Yo, man, if this happens, everything got put on hold because of COVID from 2019, 2020, last year. But if this happens, I mean, this will be awesome because now you get to see MLW talent go up against other companies' talent. If they go to Japan and they hit Japan for All Japan Wrestling, that's right there for the boss out there, Tajiri, where he works there. And then you go to N.W.A. That right there is another huge company down in Japan. I mean, you can have a nice crossover show episodes some of the MLW guys against Japan, or even a couple of mixed, N.W.A guys and MLW guys against the same. So, I mean, the possibilities are endless. I would love to see them in the UK. I mean, I still haven't seen like any promotion do like an inner show with UK guys. That'll be kind of awesome if that happens.
Oh, absolutely. And if they go to Japan, and I don't want to butcher the guy's name, so I'm not going to say it, but the guy that Tajiri defended the belt against,
yes,
I would love to see him versus a Casey Navarro, Ikuro Kwon, like high flyer versus high flyer. I think that would be amazing. There's so many amazing opportunities that are endless with these kind of promotions where we could do joint shows, and it brings your company to another fan base. It invests them into you. So I'm all for this. I love the idea. Listen, the guy Court, we're not just blowing smoke up this guy's ass, bullets, but the dude is always working. And when we say he's always working, he's always working. That's facts. So salute to him. We're excited about it.
And you have right now, I know you have right now from Japan, from all Japan, you have those Saito brothers, the twins, that are here for a little while. So that's something cool when you can actually send somebody from MLW there, vice versa, and you can start bringing some, more people here and there, and have them do that cross promotion for a month. Nice storyline. Have them, and you could get used to other people. It's always being seeing the same individuals every week. I mean, possibilities are endless, but it all depends on how the COVID thing holds up. Is COVID still going on? Is COVID gone? What's the next one that's coming out? Things, everybody wants to jump, but they have to be careful how far you jump, because there's something still there, and you don't want to bring something back from somewhere else, and we go back locked down again for another 2 years, and I don't think the world will be able to handle another year of being locked down, man.
The scary part is, I think it was China. China just had a lockdown, and you're like, damn. And then you got this new Delta Cron, whatever, called virus, and they're saying because nobody wears a mask anymore, it's going to spread. And you're like, nobody wants to deal with this no more. Like, we don't talk politics. We don't mask up, don't mask up. You do whatever you want. It's your life. But listen, at the end of the day, everyone's trying to be healthy, and everybody wants to see everybody grow and do what they're going to do. We hope that everything plays out perfectly and we can see these amazing crossovers, because as a fan, this is what we want. We want to see guys from AAA. I love the Paganos. Vikingo, he's freaking amazing. I loved all that. You had the Black Taurus guy, I think his name is. From
Impact, yeah.
He was super dope. So, we had now both of us admitted we're not really feeling the Sayoto brothers. But the guy Ho Ho Loon was pretty good. I enjoyed his work. So I'm like, there are things we like, but I think we touched everything.
Yes.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, for myself, the big homie, we out of here. Deuces.